Rap interviews are like a box of unfiltered truth. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes it's raw honesty, sometimes it's fiery passion, and other times, well, it's full-on disrespect. And let's be honest, sometimes these moments are so cringeworthy, they make you want to look away but can't help but watch, and maybe even wondering if we're all just here for the drama. Buckle up. It's about to get real. Number 11, Charlamagne versus Logic. We all know Charlamagne the God for his fearless approach to interviews, but sometimes his questions go a little too far. In one instance, he completely ambushed Logic with a deeply personal question. The moment was so awkward that Logic couldn't hide his discomfort. Charlamagne, who the hell with your sisters? Logic, trying to avoid a deep dive into personal territory. Oh man, I don't want to get into that. That's a little too personal. But Charlamagne wasn't done. He kept pushing, and soon Logic's body language screamed, "I can't believe this is happening." Charlamagne's history of crossing boundaries didn't stop there, as he also disrespected Post Malone during a different interview, dragging his girlfriend into the mix. When Charlamagne told Post's girlfriend, "You know he's going to leave you, right?" The awkward silence was deafening. Number 10, Beanie Sigel's reality check for Charlamagne. Of course, there are consequences for crossing the line. Beanie Sigel, known for his no-nonsense attitude, wasn't having any of Charlamagne's antics. When Charlamagne continued to push, Sigel delivered a reality check. Sigel, stop running your mouth. You shouldn't. It's dangerous. Charlamagne quickly realized that messing with the wrong people can lead to consequences. Beanie wasn't just talking about street beef. He had been through serious, life-threatening situations before. Charlamagne's arrogant demeanor suddenly seemed very misplaced. Number 9, Birdman versus Charlamagne. When Charlamagne kept poking fun at Cash Money's Birdman, the rapper had enough. One day, Birdman stormed into the studio with a stern warning for Charlamagne and his crew. "Birdman, stop playing with my name. Put some respect on it." What made this encounter even more chilling was the fact that Birdman had recently been accused of attempting a hit on Lil Wayne. His warning was no longer just a casual comment. It was a declaration that you don't mess with people who live a different life. Charlamagne tried to play it off, but it was clear Birdman wasn't joking. Number 8, Sukihana's misunderstanding. Musician versus magician. Not every disrespectful moment in rap interviews is due to hostility. Sometimes, it's just pure confusion. Enter Sukihana, who got into a heated exchange over a simple misunderstanding. When asked about being a musician, she confused the word musician with magician. Sukihana, what? A magician? I think you're confusing that. Interviewer, I said musician, not magician. Sukihana, who was already feeling a bit disrespected, snapped back. That's ghetto. I don't think I know what you're talking about. The tension was real as the interview spiraled, with Sukihana correcting the interviewer while also taking offense. It was one of those moments that made everyone laugh, yet cringe simultaneously. Number 7, Snoop Dogg's late arrival. Is it really that bad? When Snoop Dogg showed up 5 hours late to an interview, the reporter decided to ask why. Snoop, clearly annoyed, didn't take too kindly to the question. Snoop, shut the come on, man. I was late because I went to go get some chicken wings. But the reporter couldn't let it go. Snoop had been tweeting about his delayed border crossing, and the reporter continued to probe. Snoop, getting more frustrated, fired back. I'm here now. Be happy. Ask me some real questions. Sometimes, when you're Snoop Dogg, you just don't care to entertain irrelevant questions. The situation had all the makings of an awkward comedy. Number 6. Cardi B not having it during her divorce. When Cardi B was in the middle of her messy divorce from Offset, some reporters couldn't resist asking about pregnancy rumors. Not only was this a bad time, but it was also a disrespectful question, considering the personal nature of what she was going through. Reporter: Cardi, do you foresee any paternity issues with Stefon Diggs? Cardi stunned. Stop disrespecting me. Do you see women asking these questions to me? Act like you have some manners. Cardi shut the reporter down with an intensity that left everyone in the room speechless. No one, not even the media, was going to play with her when it came to personal matters. Number 5. Joe Budden versus Lil Yachty. What do you mean by happy? Joe Budden, known for his blunt opinions, was baffled when Lil Yachty simply told him he was happy. In true Joe Budden fashion, he didn't buy it. Joe Budden: feelings are fickle. You're lying. No one is happy 24/7, especially in this industry. When Yachty responded that he was just having fun with his music, Budden lost it even more, questioning his commitment to hip-hop. Joe Budden: you're gonna have a big problem with just having fun in 5 years. It was a clash between the new generation and the veterans, with Joe Budden questioning Yachty's longevity in the game. It felt like the young artist could never win in that interview. Number 4. Migos. When an interview ends early. Migos, who are no strangers to causing a stir, showed their disdain when an interview didn't go as expected. They stormed off the set mid-interview, leaving the reporter trying to salvage the moment. Reporter: all right, we have to wrap this up. Migos, irritated: wrap it up then. The crew walked out, proving that sometimes even the smallest offense can turn into a full-blown exit. They clearly weren't in the mood to entertain any more questions that didn't align with their agenda. Number 3. DMX's heartbreaking moment with his son. While some interviews are heated for dramatic reasons, others are downright heartbreaking. DMX, in an emotional moment, tried to reconcile with his estranged son. The pain was evident in his voice, but the words seemed to only make the situation worse. Son, you were always hostile, and the way you spoke to me made me feel beneath you. DMX, unable to find the right words: please shut up, man. I'm not going for this. The tension between the two was palpable, and it was one of the saddest moments in rap interview history. It was a father-son relationship caught on camera, and unfortunately, it was a tragic example of words failing to heal deep wounds. Number 2. Kanye West and Sway. Kanye West, notorious for his ego and temper, took things too far during an interview with Sway. When Sway suggested Kanye empower himself and stop relying on others for help with his clothing line, Kanye lost his cool. Kanye: you ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. The outburst was so dramatic that Kanye's anger seemed to overshadow everything else in the room. He belittled Sway's past-failed clothing line and accused him of not understanding the gravity of Kanye's financial investments. Number 1. Lil Wayne's heated deposition moment. Lil Wayne, normally cool and collected, lost his temper during a deposition when a lawyer questioned him about an interview he had done with Katie Couric. Wayne snapped, belittling the lawyer and dismissing his questions as irrelevant. The tension escalated when Wayne made thinly veiled threats towards the prosecutor. Wayne: in the real world, that guy right there can't save you. It was a rare moment where Wayne's usual calm demeanor completely disappeared, and his words carried a much darker weight. And that wraps up our rundown of some of the most disrespectful rap interviews. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more juicy content. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.